I was recently asked how I knew that I wanted Scion to be a comic book and not some different type of artistic medium. And honestly, my answer is pretty biased, but that bias is what drives me heavily as a writer. I'm a firm believer that visual storytelling is one of the strongest ways to build a complex narrative. And on top of that, I think that comic books accomplish this task concisely while providing a definitive look for the story. That's not to take away from prose, which is much more flexible when it comes to pacing and expressing narrative telicity. But the marriage of dialogue and artwork has always evoked a specific emotion from me whenever I read. It tells you so much without having to show much more than a look, truly exemplifying the notion of show don't tell. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of writers that like to give a more prose forward approach with their comics, giving very neat paragraphs to their readers whenever they want to flex a little bit of literary flair. And honestly, it works very well. So when comics let me be concise with my presentation while giving my readers a maximalist experience, I think I'll always lean towards comics when it comes to originating an IP. And this is a personal belief that is met with some ire from the general public. When you announce to your friends and family that you want to make a comic book, not a lot of people are going to understand what you're doing or even want to read it. There's an assumption that comics lack gravitas or that they're books for kids, so people immediately dismiss the potential that the stories can have. It's something that I knew I was going to have to deal with as a writer, and honestly, I welcome it. People need to know that comics offer the same rich experience as prose, animation, or film, and I'm here to show them that. But that's my personal opinion as someone who grew up reading comics. What do you think? Do comics actually offer a uniquely strong way to tell a story?